And we're back, everyone. To Witcher 3. We're actually almost caught up on stuff. Which means I have to actually start recording. I'm going to actually right now Witcher 3 videos to upload. I mean, it's been like 2 months of uploading straight.
Crow,
well,
under your rock.
Uploading alongside things lately, but still. So hopefully the lag actually behaves now. Because the last time we recorded this, oh boy was it bad. Like I'm feeling minor bits of it, but it's not like 2 frames per second like it was. Oh hey look, 2 frames. That's actually better.
Sour eye soup. That'll do me.
And then it starts going back to shit.
Herring's got a turn and mix from time to time.
Blimey! Those are some razors you've got.
What are they doing?
Playing. Overgrown wains, you see. Have you any children, Geralt?
None.
Oh, yes. Forgot witches are sterile. Well, don't just stare at me. Tell me what brings you.
Well, apparently we have questions we could play Gwent.
Your band. Chosen some interesting specimens.
Interested? How so? Common carousers and roughnecks. Every last one.
Where'd you dig them up?
Some have been with me ages. Others I gathered on the road. And a few found me themselves. They're company for drink and sport at least. And ever since I began travelling with them, my old enemies have sat quiet as moles.
First time I've seen a saber like that. What's its origin?
A fear. It was a gift. Any soft-armed craven can hang a blade from his belt, prance about feigning danger, but my saber's a promise. If I reach for it, heads will roll. Mere sight of it quells the urge to duel in shavers eager to face Olgierd von Everec, the infamous outlaw.
My medallion seems to think it's magic.
It thinks, eh? And I think you've never seen a better weapon.
Keep wondering how you turned the Ophiri into a beast. More I think about it, more I'm sure it was no run-of-the-mill curse.
This professional curiosity, or nosiness as common as the clap?
Desire to improve. Information could prove useful down the line.
In the future, you under the delusion you'll complete your tasks, live happily ever after.
Remains to be seen. So for now, admit it. A mage helped you, right?
Give you a hint. You're not the only one to fulfill wishes round here.
Well...
Odim transformed the Ophiri?
yeah.
It was your wish?
Nay. It was my doing alone. But you're right. It was no ordinary curse. Though I'll say no more. A curse I uttered in a moment of rage, with no thought to it actually taking hold.
Tell me, how'd you meet the Ophiri you turned into a beast?
Aren't you a nosy one?
What's it matter?
Yes.
You'd
Yes,
like
I
to
am.
talk about yourself.
That I cannot deny. Ophiri was a Dauphin on a voyage through lands unknown, to learn of their cultures and customs. He fell for a lass. As it happened, this woman was already important to me. But at the time, I was now compared to a noble from a foreign land. So her parents promised her hand to the Ophiri, though she loved me. If you'd only seen his feeble attempts at charm. When she asked why he travelled disguised as a common merchant, he said he was like the frog from the fairy tale. One kiss from her, and he turned into a prince. Wanted to be a frog. Became a frog.
Okay, well. Gwent.
You ever play Gwent?
An immortal demands you fulfill 3 wishes, and you've the gall to propose a round of
Yes,
Gwent.
yes I do.
Afraid to lose? No problem. I'll find someone else.
Believe that's the worst wind-up I've ever heard. Lay out your cards.
I've actually lost the last 2 rounds, didn't I? This is the thing about Gwent. It's not a guaranteed win. Especially late on in the game. Because basically, you know, our ultra rare cards here like Geralt, Ciri. At least, I don't think anyone gets the cow. I think the cow is probably one of the rarest cards. I could be wrong. He could have a cow. I don't think he has a cow. Mysterious Elf, everyone has one of those. Like, even frickin' random merchants have those. Oh yeah, and those rare cards that Zoltan had us go get. Everyone has those. Random merchants have those. It irritates me because it's like, you say of course, well, oh, these Gwent cards are worth a fortune. They're so ultra rare. Random peasants have them. And in bulk, practically. Well then. Yeah, I don't think I put the Scarjo Catapult card in. Monsters. Here's the thing. Damn, I got a lot of spy cards. It's not terrible, but the problem is... I really need a frickin' winter card. Oh, that actually helped though. And I guess I'm gonna roll with it. Well, that's a horrible card to play off first. But what is he using? Ah, shit. Double strength of all spy cards. 1, 2. However, affects both. Oh shit, that is bad. That means basically I'm gonna give him 3 points. Oh boy, am I gonna give him 3 points. Oh, that one's gonna be terrible. Because basically this means that was a straight for all spy cards. That's a tray, right? That'll be a 40. Just need some winters. Come on, winters. That's not a winter at all. Well, so I gave him that round, because he wasted his vampires. That was a bit of a waste. Because honestly, that just means I can do this. Now I just need to go all out. I wish it didn't give me those cards. Because the problem with that is, all I have to do is basically just play this. And it's gonna play them automatically. Why you dick? That would be a good card to use against Scartail. Suppose you, no, you don't have to use that last round. Try and jump down to discard cards. Before I let loose. There he brings out those. If I discard a card, I'll play it hill. There we go. Jojo's waiting for him to bring those out. And get red. We'll get the frog off him, probably.
Shite. Not much I detest more than losing. Well, my congratulations. This card's yours.
Thanks.
Yeah, told you.
Vladimir sends his love.
You spoke to him. Impossible.
Did more than that. Fulfilled your wish. And talked to him extensively. Curious what he had to say? Fulfilled your wish. Your dead brother had himself one more day like those of old.
Very easy to say. But have you got any proof?
I do.
Vladimir's hand. It's unmistakable. You've done well, Witcher. Need something else? Oh, that's better. All right. What do you have for me?
Max Bersodi's house, as
I was
requested.
going to select it, but we're apparently going straight to it.
Ah, Horst must be livid.
He's not.
No?
He's not anything except dead. His brother, same thing. A few others too.
Stones you've got. But I didn't think you'd have the stomach for a massacre.
Oh, think I might find the stomach for another, once your final wish is fulfilled.
You really don't like me, do you?
Hate smartasses. Hate it when they try to use me. It's why both brothers are dead, and why you should tread carefully.
Noted. Now I've some advice for you. The Borsodis aren't worth your tears. Sons of bitches to a man.
Why did you need those papers?
To sink the Borsodis, naturally. You see, I learned of an interesting clause in old man Maximilian's will. It states that his sons must meet and shake hands in agreement at least once a year at Bellatane. Failing that, the auction house must be auctioned off. The proceeds to go to Vilmeria's hospital.
Guess the old man sensed what might happen.
Horst and Ewald are gnawing on soil now. But thanks to these papers, their relatives won't get the auction house. Family's lost it for good. And the hospital will have the funds it needs to treat orphans and beggars pro bono.
Awfully noble of you, showing so much concern for the needy.
I couldn't give a rat's ass about the needy. Made her wither and disappear along with the city. I wanted one thing. Revenge.
The Borsodis.
There we go.
What's your gripe? Get kicked out of an auction?
Worse. They evicted me from my home. Are you really interested?
Apparently, I asked the question.
Wouldn't have asked if I wasn't.
Ha! Cheeky as ever. My family, they took on some debt. A poor investment in a sawmill. A bad crop one year. A lawsuit lost. You know how it is. When it rains, it pours. We needed but a few weeks to recover. But Horst Borsodi had acquired our debt. All of it. Demanded it be repaid immediately. I pleaded. I begged. I tore open my shirt at his threshold. Ugh. It was like talking to a wall. I went to the auction. Saw those perfumed pricks buy my father's sword. My mother's death mask. My brother's horse tack. Ah, Horst earned a pretty pile selling our mementos.
No surprise the animosity you feel for him.
That was but the start. My Iris's parents learned of my family's misfortune, and our betrothal was no more. They found her another suitor, one from beyond the sea. The anger I felt. I thought I'd gone mad. Went to the tavern, drank a round, a second. I brawled, then had another tankard. And then I asked the wrong bloke for help.
Well, there you go.
What happened then?
What happened then, Witcher, was one big stinking pile of shite.
Don't throw them at yourself.
Well, why do you stand there? Do you need something still?
Well, we need the final task, don't we?
Third wish. Time you stated it.
A moment, Geralt. I must see to something. Then we'll chat. You there. Yank the herring out the barrel.
Come on, none of this dallying.
Now, ready to listen? Or do you still not give two shites about what I've got to say?
I'm ready. I'm listening.
Good. You'll return to your lord and tell him as follows. His demand was brazen. Hurt me to the core. For I was brought up to respect the sacred law of hospitality. And I shall not bend to an uncouth boor's dictum. Understood? I will pay him a visit shortly to test his willingness to adapt. So you ride off and announce me. And don't spare your horse. Got it?
Aye, got it.
Give this man a mount and leave him go. Come, Witcher. We must talk outside. The Aetheri believe one should only discuss important matters out of doors, with the gods as witnesses.
Barrel. What was that about?
On the way here, we stopped for nourishment at a tavern belonging to one Lord Dauntless. We enjoyed ourselves as one does at an inn, raucously. Our antics were not to the liking of this Dauntless. Sent a man to warn us that if we were ever to return, we would hang.
You burned the inn down?
I left ample compensation with the innkeep. But it seems the rapscallion neglected to mention this to his lord. But that's of little import. What matters is someone called me a whoreson and threatened to kill me. It was one of those threats that sound like an invitation. I intend to accept it. Return to those parts.
Okay, well then.
Fulfilled 2 of your wishes. Time I learned the 3rd.
Confident, aren't you? Proud, sure of your strengths. Fearless.
3rd task, if you don't mind.
Mutations. They stripped you of emotion. Tell me, have you ever loved? I mean, truly loved?
Yeah, I've loved. Can we get to the matter at hand?
Perhaps instead we ought to sit down inside. Have a good chat over some fiery water.
We'll drink once the job's done.
Afraid that's impossible. Succeed and that's the end of me. Fail and you'll not be back.
3rd wish. Still waiting to hear it.
Aye, aren't you stubborn? Fine. Listen well. I had a wife once. The day I saw her last, I gave her a rose. A violet one. Bring me that bloom. Wouldn't mind reminding myself what it looks like.
When was that? How long's it been? Flowers wilted and turned to dust by now.
You wished to hear a wish. Now you have. Fulfill it. I ride now to visit this Dauntless, but one of my men will remain here. He'll know how to find me. That is, of course, should you succeed.
At least you could tell me where your wife is.
In my old manor, east of Martin Foy's farmstead. I'd wish you Godspeed, but, well, you understand, I'm sure. Goodbye, Geralt.
Well then.
One drink all I had.
Scram before I lose my patience.
Adrian, is that the map? Oh, remind me, do I have my PC?
One drink all
good.
I had.
Okay. I feel like I'm missing some stuff too, but I guess I didn't get the marker out. Well, let's hit the Brunwoods and head down. It's been a while. Maybe we'll run into more spiders along the way. Won't that be great? Ah, yes. Guy had this mod. Onwards. There's the signpost.
Mighty rusty and covered in creepers. Need another way in.
Hey! You hear me?
Oh, hi.
Kendrick.
How are ya?
Kendrick. You there?
Not so loud.
Ah! God, scared me after.
Not so loud, I said. Fog's not natural. Could be something in there hiding. Foglets or air nymphs, for example. Don't want to attract them. Believe me.
Foglets. Oh, sweet mother, my little, why'd I ever come
Don't
here?
like foglets. Well then, why are
Good
you?
question. What are you doing here?
See, Kendrick and me, we thought Manor's been empty all these years, full of fine things going to rot.
So you're a thief.
Thieves steal from the living. What's the harm taking from the dead? Kendrick went to open the door. I stood watch. Suddenly heard his lamp smash. Then nothing. Quiet. Called out to him, but... What was that? One of them foglets you spoke of?
No.
Phew. That's a stone off my...
I'll see what that was and look for your partner. You...
Ain't about to wait around. I'm out of here.
And off he goes.
Pretty sprawling, this estate.
Witcher senses.
Someone's still tending to the flower beds. No violet rose, though.
What about
Fresh
this
manure.
Okay.
Water's ice cold. Mountain stream cold.
A naturally code.
Rather worn. Used often. Wonder by who. Woods rotted completely.
Take note of that. That would be important.
Beehives. Well maintained, but dormant. No violet rose here. Maybe somewhere out back. A busted lamp, and the ground's trampled. Somebody dragged something this way. A body? Someone dragged a wounded man through here. Prints from cleated boots, leading from the back of the garden.
Apparently there was a cat watching us.
I'd scooch along, kitty. This place. What's that? That. Digging. A lockpick? Must have been the other thieves.
Apparently we can't interact with the cat. Oh well. So just keep following.
Graves, unmarked, laid out in rows like garden beds.
Well, technically they're marked. I
Hey.
mean, they're for
Hear me?
sticking them. They secured the silver sword.
Other thief. Bodies mutilated. Who are you?
Well, that is true.
Damn.
Hoping you'd hit the ground again. Gave me a chance to hit you. You covered too fast.
Damn it.
Ow. Okay. So hoping you'd hit the grid again. Stop doing just being outside. Just constantly. As I eat something to heal myself.
What the fuck was that? No eyes or nostrils, deformed organs. Damn thing had no right to be alive.
No, I can't.
Well, philosophers do still debate what it means to be alive, exactly.
Normally I'd be shocked, but not after what I just saw. Who are you two?
Clearly not animals. Think of us as friends of the house.
What's with the show? The pretense that you're animals. You couldn't have warned me?
No. We're obliged to maintain discretion.
So why talk to me at all?
Why? Well, we get so few chances to talk to humans, and we're curious to know what brought you.
Gonna need a better answer than that.
Later.
What about this thing? What can you tell me? Friend of yours?
We called him the Caretaker.
Doesn't look like any creature I've ever seen. Where'd it come from?
From very far away. He was summoned to guard Lady Iris and the home. He tended the garden, took care of unwanted guests.
Very far away. Meaning where exactly?
The name of this place would mean naught to you.
I see.
You know the master of the house, the owner?
Olgierd von Everec? Yes. We know him, but he left, and his wife became mistress of the house.
Great. So, Lady von Everec home? Could you announce me, say she has a guest?
Why do you wish to see her?
I'm here to get the violet rose Olgierd gave Iris just before he left.
Iris is inside, in the bedchamber upstairs. Take his key. It opens the rear door.
Guess I'll make my own introductions. So, how should I address you?
As you did now. We'd rather
Oh
keep...
god, that ain't. Nope, we're overweight now. That thing weighs a bit. That's probably because I'm carrying way too much armor. Does it I could put that on for now, I suppose. Wait, why am I wearing the cat Why do I have the cat screw technique to equip anyway? Supposed to have the bear screw one to equip.
Names to ourselves.
Yeah. Well, let me check how long the video is. If it's too long, yeah, that's fair. If not, we'll be back shortly. Hope you all enjoyed.